All right, so here's a neat challenge for you that kind of switches up the idea that we're always trying to make people better. All right, so if you know how to, quote, make people better, you should know how to make people worse, which can be impressive to them because I'm not sure whether you've ever had a patient go, but I'm just warming up, that's why I'm getting better. And so what I began doing and showing them was, look, I can make you worse. And so let's just say it was in their shoulders and they're just, this one's the bad one and they're getting better as they're doing this one. And they say, that's just because my body's warming up. Or they're doing twisting to the good side and they're saying, well, this is just getting better, or the bad side's getting better because I'm warming up. So, okay, cool. Check this out. So I'll go maybe down in another area. I could do it in the same area sometimes. I just like to really find something yucky, all right? And I treat the bad side. And then I go up there and ask them to do the bad side again. And it's usually worse. And it shows them that, wait, but you just warmed up even more and it didn't make you better. Fair? So here's a conundrum, if you will, the catch-22. If I asked every therapist, all right, and if I can't go in this direction, all right, and I want to make you worse, what would I do? And they all say, go further into that direction. And if I say, hey, this really hurts me and I want you to make me worse, what will you do? And they'll all say, go into that direction, right? But then you ask them the same thing. There's 100 PTs and they're going to treat and they find out that this is restricted or that is restricted, AP mode. What direction do you go in? You're trained to go in to fix them. And they'll all say, going into restriction. Well, how can it be both, right? So if you want to make them worse, you go in the direction that it is. If you want to make them better, you go in the same direction. So there's a little catch-22 that you can do on your coworkers. Creatively kind of say to them, hey, if I wanted to make this person, look, their arm doesn't work. How can I make that worse? They'll look at you funny, but yeah, you go further into it, right? And you say, well, what direction do you go into if you're trying to make them better? And I say the same thing, okay? So little two parts there. But it's really cool to begin to learn how to make somebody worse. Like take a bad side, treat the bad side, and then have them retest the good side. And you'll notice that it's freaking worse, right? And that lets them know that, oh my gosh, really when I do the bad sides in any part of my body, it makes the rest of my body worse too. Is that cool? All right.